My Cool Inventions, where you vote to make or break an inventor's dream. With your host, ACOS the Solutionist. Now, here's ACOS.
Well, good morning. You're tuned into the My Cool Inventions Network. I'm ACOS the Solutionist, broadcasting live from Invention One Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. And let me tell you, every day we bring you an inventor, and every day you guys decide whether that's a good invention or not. And you know something, with a great inventor today. We have Keith Burton with our first hunting invention. I think after 6.5 years, this is our very, very first hunting invention. The invention's called Big Wings. It's a decoy for geese and ducks and big birds. And I'm actually very excited to hear about that, because I don't think we've ever had a hunting invention ever on My Cool Inventions. So that's going to be pretty exciting. So in a bit, we'll bring Keith onto the program, and he's going to pitch Big Wings to you, a very, very cool hunting invention. You know, we scour the world for inventors all the time. We go to conferences and trade shows. For example, we just left a Chicago Houseware show where our invention team went down there. Bonnie and Celeste went down, and we all kinds of people were interested in Inventor Showdown. We signed up almost 20 people to Inventor Showdown from the Houseware shows, which is really awesome. And your invention submissions are pouring in for Inventor Showdown. I know what you're thinking. What's Inventor Showdown? Inventor Showdown is the hottest new reality show on network television today. It stars at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It plays on the EVI network. Check your television listings. EVI network, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for Inventor Showdown. And what do we do there? Well, it's a tournament style. 4 inventors go head to head. They go head to head, and they compete against each other. And every single week we pick a winner. And you know something? On Sunday at 8 a.m. we had 4 amazing inventors. We had 4 amazing products. We had Tadpole Tape Cutter with Lee Monahan. We had Rusty Coy Jones with Lamp Angel. That was a really cool invention. We had Lotus Trolley Carts with the married couple, Farzan, from San Diego. Awesome invention. And Bob Delaney brought us the Boudet wipes. That's a wet toilet paper for you. I kind of like the baby's wet wipes, but for adults. And let me tell you, it was so close. It was so close that when we came off air, it was too close to call. They were within 5% of sales of each other. It was just insanely close in that program. And today we announced the winner from week 3 of Inventor Showdown. And you know who it is? Drum roll, please. Lee Monahan. That's right. Lee Monahan III, Tadpole Tape Cutter from New Orleans. This guy put on a show, a taping show, that is. This tape cutter is like a tape gun for any tape. Little tape, big tape, medium-sized tape, any tape whatsoever. And you know something? It cuts at 190 degrees, so you get a perfect cut every time. It's easy to use, easy to apply. Put it on any tape. You don't have to use the big taping machines anymore, whether it's DIY tape, duct tape, packing tape, even hurricane tape. Tadpole Tape Cutter to the rescue. It was an awesome presentation. And that guy, he was straight up, I mean, I'll tell you, it was the most successful show we had so far in Inventor Showdown. The sales were off the charts. And let me tell you, it was a really tough battle. And Tadpole Tape Cutter came in the lead. Second, and only by, I'm talking about a hair second, just a little bit behind, was Rusty Coy Jones with her Lamp Angel. And, as I said, if you watch the television show, if you want to see the program, go to YouTube and just put in Inventor Showdown. All 3 of them are there for you. You can watch it live. I watched it live on my big screen TV last night. It was really, really a cool presentation. I loved the music. I loved the energy. I loved the excitement. It was so cool. But you'll notice on that show when we introduced Rusty Coy Jones, I talked about her cancer, and then I talked about her going in to get brain surgery on Monday morning. That was yesterday. And I'm very, very pleased to announce everybody watching that Rusty Coy Jones made it through with colors. Her picture's on Facebook there. She gave us a big thumbs up, and we want her back. We're going to get her back on Inventor Showdown shortly. In fact, I'm lobbying them very heavily for the finals to see if we can squeeze Rusty Coy Jones back in there, because she's a fighter, a real fighter. We love you, Rusty. We've been praying for you, and I'm just so grateful things worked out for you through the brain surgery in Kentucky. If you want to look her up, Rusty Coy Jones on Facebook, great inventor. And Lee Monahan, winner of week 3. Now, Lee will join the other two finalists. The other two finalists are Pam Turner, and she had that cinch side threading needle. This one took us by surprise because I didn't actually think, you guys reacted so positively. So I don't sew and I don't know anything about crafting, but my gosh, you guys do. This is a needle that you don't have to thread. And the next one was Robert Diegas, the stripe plate lock. That's the retired Los Angeles County Sheriff Department sheriff. He's kicked down a few doors before, and he decided that those old chain locks that people use on chains that were invented hundreds of years ago, probably no good. You could kick through, and so he invented a new chain lock called strike plate lock. That's 3 heavy competition. The competition is heating up. Those are pretty good finalists right there. And who knows, at the end of the show, we're going to talk about week 4 and who are the 4 inventors going up head to head on week 4 to complete that last square on the finalists. And then, baby, week after Easter, finals. That's right, the Inventor Showdown finals on national television. I'm so pumped and so excited. There's a great, great, great program. Now, let's get on to today's inventor. And today's inventor is an awesome guy named Keith Burton. Now, he's our first hunter and our first hunting invention that we've had. And we've had thousands of inventors through here. And the first hunting invention, so congratulations, Keith Burton, with his big wings, which is a decoy for ducks and geese. Keith Burton, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now, you got a room there. I'm looking at the video here. You got a room full of big birds.
Yes, I do, and they're all different brands right here. I've got 4 different brands.
4 different brands? So what? It's explain Big Bird's invention.
Well, what it is a wing and harness system that will actually go on every decoy on the market.
Right.
As far as it's a full-body decoy. And that way they can put wings on here and make their bird look like it's coming in for a landing or stretching its wings out. So it's a harness that fits on the decoys themselves. One single harness. So
it's not a decoy, but it's a harness for the decoy.
It's a harness for the decoy, and then that way it doesn't matter what brand you have, you can take the harness and put it on any brand decoy and put wings on it, and now you have a bird that looks like he's coming in for a landing.
Oh, I'm watching the video. It certainly does. It looks just like a bird coming in for a landing. Now, if it's more realistic like that, now explain decoys to me, because I'm not really a bird hunter, so explain what goes on with a decoy, why do hunters use decoys, and how does it affect and how does it help them in catching their game?
Well, when you go out hunting, you want to bring the birds in so that way you can get a shot and harvest your game. So you want your birds to look more realistic. And so all these different brand companies come out with different sizes and styles of decoys, different head positions. They've come up with different wing patterns as far as the patterns on the bird itself, the decoy. And they give different heights, different sizes, and that way the birds can see it from farther away. And so your whole goal is to fool the bird so you can get a chance to harvest that game.
All right. So and your experience, of course, it must help a lot, right?
Yes. And what you want to do is if you can have something different than other hunters have, then the birds get used to the same kinds of decoys and everything. So everybody's trying to come up with something new. So we come up with this harness that fits on everybody's decoy so that they can take our wings, put them on their bird, and change up the game a little bit. I
am interested to hear how you're going to pitch that for 60 seconds. So we're going to give you 60 seconds to convince us this is an awesome invention. Then I want everybody to vote. I want people to vote thumbs up or thumbs down by going to mycoolinventions.com. After you hear Keith Burton's pitch, I want everybody to go vote. So 60 seconds to win us over, Keith. You had 60 hot seconds. Use every last one of them. Are you ready to give us the big pitch?
I'm ready. Thank you very much.
Let's do it.
All right.
You got any ideas?
I have a great idea.
Pitch it to me. Pitch it to me.
Hey, I got an idea. Well, let's hear it.
The problem is, for many years, full-body goose decoys just sat on the ground. Now with big wings, you can put wings on any full-body goose decoy. Bigfoot, Avion X, B2, Dakota, Higdon, GHG, Final Approach, and Deception Outdoors, along with the drop zone. With big wings, your decoys look realistic. The wingspan on your big wings measures 5 feet, giving your decoy a full-scale appearance. This is sure to increase your percentage of success. And for all you crane hunters out there, big wings will also fit the crane decoy. We have screen-printed wings for these, and big wings will sell for 3 price options, $110, $180, or $225. Like us today on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and check us out at bigwingsforyou.com. That's bigwings, the number 4, the letter U.com. And
Make or break an inventor. Be our shark and vote. Be bold and submit your product. What the heck? You could only make millions.
Wow, what a great presentation. You left there's only a couple seconds on the clock. I might have used those seconds to tell me how, we reinforced the price and where to get them. Yeah, I know you mentioned the website. I would probably repeat the website 2 or 3 times. It takes a little effort for everybody to get that website. Tony, maybe you can put that website in the comments there on the Facebook page. So help reinforce Keith Burton's sales here. Let's get him some traffic. Let's get him some sales. Let's support this great inventor. And I've noticed a couple comments on there. Maybe, Tony, you can scroll them up so I can see. Elizabeth Griffin just said, these are very realistic. I've seen them, and they will bring in your waterfowl. And is that Granny Flatland? Is that what it says? Granny Flatland? Go get them, Big Wings. So all kinds of comments pouring in. I want you to share this with everybody. If you have comments for this invention, write them in there right now on Facebook. I know we're streaming live on My Cool Inventions and also My Cool Gadgets and also on YouTube. And this will be on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Android TV and Inventions and Gadgets channel as soon as we throw that presentation up there for you. So lots and lots of exposure for bigwingsforyou.com. Big Wings, the number 4, little letter U.com to help out fowl hunting and this great inventor, Keith Burton. Now, after the break, we're going to talk a little bit about with Keith about how to market this product, what he's doing with this product, where he sees this product going. And in the meantime, if you have an invention and you haven't submitted to My Cool Inventions, what are you waiting for? It doesn't cost anything to be on this program. And several inventors, in fact, 16 of them, went on to national broadcast television on Inventor Showdown on Evine Live every Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune in next week on Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you choose, you pick who has the next top invention on Inventor Showdown. I studied chemistry in college, and I learned to design and look at solutions for different things, learned to break things down, and then later I got into the trade show business where I was demonstrating products to people, and then I realized the best-selling products are problem solvers. People always want to solve their common problems at home, so then we started looking at what problems are common, what do people need solutions for, and we started designing them. I guess that's the definition of invention. Hi, I'm Akos Chankira. They call me the Solutionist, and the collection I'm bringing to Evine is innovative gadgets, problem solvers, things that you want to tune into because they're always cool and exciting.
Clumsy idiot, you ruined the car!
Stop. Stains are out. Stop the screaming with Stains Are Out.
Oh my gosh, this is the greatest stuff ever. Thank you so much, Banana Man. Who was that Banana Man?
Saving the world one stain at a time. Learn the secrets of bananas in my Stains Are Out at stainsareout.com.
You're tuned into the My Cool Inventions Network right here at Invention One Studios in Invention Land, St. Petersburg, Florida, that is. And you know something? We just listened to Keith Burton and his Big Wings invention. I'm curious to hear what your comments are. Comment right now on Facebook, right there on Facebook Live, whether you're watching the My Cool Gadget screen, whether you're watching the My Cool Inventions stream. Put your comments in there. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of Big Wings, this invention? Now, this seems to be like wings that you put on your decoy birds so they simulate like they're flying. Okay, and if you simulate like they're flying, Keith Burton promises that you're going to have a much better result for capturing your game because you lure them in better. So look at, they're realistic looking. I got to tell you, if you're watching the video right now, you're going, that looks just like a real bird. I mean, he's got a really good idea here. It just looks like a bird coming in for a landing or a bird flying, and apparently those decoys are going to lure in your game easier and better. And of course, you're going to have dinner and enjoy yourself a little bit better. Now, Keith Burton, where do you live?
I live in Great Bend, Kansas.
In Kansas. And obviously you're a hunter, right?
Yes.
Now, I used to go to those big hook and bullet shows, you know, the sports shows where they have all the calls and decoys and guns and all that. Do you ever go attend those shows?
Yes, once in a while, I'll go to them.
Have you ever been to the Harrisburg Sports Show?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to tell you a little secret, all right? Now, I go down to Harrisburg. Now, the NRA runs that show now. It's in February, and if you can elude the snowstorms that usually hit Harrisburg in around that time, let me tell you something. They had over 9,000, I don't exaggerate here, 900,000 people in over 2,000 booths. You know, those guys are pushing close to 1 million people through those shows. When I went to them, I don't know when they went there. We used to take survival steel, one of our hunting gadgets and our survival gadgets, and let me tell you, on a 10 by 10-foot booth, we used to walk out of there with $50,000 to $60,000 in cash. And you know, and that booth only cost us a couple $1,000s. When I was seeing you with these wings here, I'm thinking to myself, if Keith Burton goes to Harrisburg with this thing, he's going to walk out with a truckload of cash. The hardest part you're going to have is you're going to have to bring that inventory in there. And I don't know, my brother and I, when we were doing that show, the hardest thing was keeping the booth stocked because they were buying it faster than we could actually physically bring it into our booth. Have you ever attended a trade show like that?
I've attended a couple of them, about 3 or 4 of them, but there was never that size.
So did you ever sell your stuff there?
We generated a lot of interest, sold a couple of decoys, or a couple of wings and harnesses, and we gave some away, for people to use for yard ornaments and hunting safety classes and stuff like that.
So I would kick it up a notch. I know those local sports shows, they're fun and exciting, but you want to go to the really big ones. And there's a really big one in Harrisburg. I used to love going to that. There used to be a really big one in Long Island, New York. I used to go to that one. Philadelphia had a big one. We used to cherry pick the really, really well-attended ones. And of course, the ultimate's the SHOT Show. Have you ever been to the SHOT Show?
No.
So, last time I was at it was in Vegas. One time it was in Orlando. Look it up. It's called the SHOT Show. It's the show where stores go to buy wholesale their goods. And I think you'd have some interest in some of those high-end sports stores with those wings. Looks fantastic. Listen, I want to thank you for coming onto the program. And you're a great inventor. I just love this category. There's a hunter, kid. See, you can make hunting inventions too. And if you're a hunter and you want to pick up these big wings, I want to go to Big Wings, the number 4, the little letter U.com. Big Wings, the number 4, little letter U.com. Support this great invention and vote for this guy. Go to mycoolinventions.com and cast your vote. Thumbs up or thumbs down for Keith. Great idea, great presentation. Thank you very much for being on the program on there. You know something? You're awesome. Absolutely awesome. And spread the word. Spread the word on this. Help this great inventor. BigWings4U.com. That's Keith Burton, our inventor of the day. Now, speaking of inventors, I want to tell you something because coming up on Sunday, we have 4 great inventors coming up on Inventor Showdown live on national television on the Evine Live Network. Check your TV listings, 8 a.m. And if you missed the shows, go to YouTube, type in the word Inventor Showdown. The last 3 episodes are up there. I was watching one last night. Now, coming up on the weekend, we have 4 inventors, okay? One is Patrick Happy. Is it Happy? I'm going to make sure I get his name right. Hoppy. Patrick Hoppy and the grocery grips. There it is. The grocery grips. Now, he's invented a way to carry, 100 million, thousand, whatever, 10 or 5 or whatever you do, plastic bags from the grocery store to the car and, of course, the car to the house. I'm one of those guys who tries to carry all of them at the same time, and that always hurts my fingers. He's come up with an invention. I'm sure he did the same thing. Now you can easily take your grocery bags from the grocery store anywhere you want to go. The next guy is Joseph Hill. Okay, Joseph Hill has come up with something called the no-spill spout. Now, if you've ever had maybe bleach or you've ever had any kind of caustic chemicals, there's always sort of bubbling over and pouring over. It's kind of like the gasoline spout. You know how they've invented those things so it doesn't sort of bubble over or burst over. Maybe you're doing antifreeze in the car. The no-spill spout is your solution. He's going to say, I think he's selling 3 of them for $20, which is pretty cool. You don't have to spill your oil, your antifreeze, your chemicals, your bleach, anything like that. It's a very, very efficient way to pour your liquids anywhere you want to go. So that's the no-spill spout from Joseph Hill. He'll be competing against Patrick Hoppy with the grocery grips on the weekend. And I don't want to try this name. We've got a thing called the Super Socket, and it looks like Mr. Hyung on there. There he is, Yixia Hyung. He's invented something called the Super Socket. This is a pretty cool invention, actually. You know how you get the extension cords? We have 5 or 6 plugs, but once you put 2 or 3 of your plugs in there, you're kind of full. You can't put any more plugs in there. This is square. This is a cube. Now you can put in 4 or 5 things at the same time. They're strategically positioned so they don't interfere with each other. And it just makes a very efficient use. And in fact, I have one. I love using it on my kitchen counter or on the bathroom counter because, what are you going to do? Put an extension cord on your kitchen counter? I got the smoothie maker going. I got the toaster going. I got these electronic devices going. I don't have any. I got one plug up there on my counter. Now I can sort of make that one plug equal 5. It's a really efficient way. That's the super socket. And I can hardly wait to see this guy. He's been on our show before. Rudy Gallego. Rudy Gallego with Tostilla. He's going to be able to use your toaster to make tostillas. And this is really cool. This is a great, great invention. We saw him at the, the Houseware Show in Chicago. He was demonstrating. He's going on live national television. Tostillas are awesome. You put them in this little rack. You throw them in your toaster. They look like Pop-Tarts now. And now you got beautiful, crispy, warm, yummy, melted cheese tostillas right out of your toaster. It's going to be awesome stuff. I think it's going to be great fun. These 4 great inventors are going to go head-to-head. Grocery grips, no-spill spouts, super socket, and tostilla. And I got to tell you something. Watch now. I want you to tune in to the Evine Live Network, 8 a.m. Sunday morning, March 25th, Eastern Standard Time. Watch these 4 inventors go head-to-head because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It always is. This is our 4th and final. This is the semifinals now. So we've had 16 inventors. And the winners, this winner who will crown on the weekend, the finalist will join the other 3 finalists to compete for Top Inventor. That's going to be the week after Easter. We're going to have a grand finale. There's actually a little rumor. I'm actually pushing for it. Oh, there it is. If you want to, I guess you want to take more information on the Inventor Showdown, or you want to maybe submit your product to Inventor Showdown, go to My Cool Inventions, click on Submit Your Product, and then you just fill out the questionnaire there and get a chance to come in here and come for Season 2. We're already talking about Season 2, and I believe we're looking for 32 inventors. Instead of 16, we're going to double it up. 32 inventors. It's going to be a 13-week program. We haven't got the start date for it, but it's going to start very shortly. And I think we're also talking about going to the hardware show in Las Vegas. Evine's going to show up live with an audition booth, and we're going to be auditioning inventors right there live at the hardware show. We'll get more details for you as that rolls out for us. And we're going to pick for Season 2. Season 2 will start right after that. So if you have an invention and you'd like to get it out to millions and millions of people, because not for nothing, this is not a digital broadcast. This is not an internet broadcast. These guys are in over almost 90 million homes in America. 90 million homes in America. The big broadcast network, they're as big as Discovery. They're as big as Whole Food Network. They're everywhere. Every one of your televisions, if you have cable or maybe you've got satellite, you go check your listings. It's called Evine. It's usually up there in the shopping channel listings. And if you miss it, you can go to evine.com and see it there. You can see it on Evine Facebook page. You can see it there. The shows we rebroadcast on My Cool Inventions, and we put all the shows on the Inventions and Gadgets channel on the weekends. Just go to Roku TV, Amazon Fire, and Android TV. Basically, it's everywhere. And if you want great exposure for your invention, seriously, submit. Go to mycoolinventions.com. Submit. You know an inventor in the family? You know a friend who's an inventor? You want to get some exposure and not pay for it? Go to mycoolinventions.com and submit. Who knows? Maybe you have top invention on Inventor Showdown.
Are you kidding me?
Loser!
Stop. Stains are out. Stop the yelling with Stains Are Out.
From zero to hero, thank you. Who was that Banana Man?
Saving the world one stain at a time. Banana Man knows the secret, and my stains are out. You can too at stainsareout.com.